Hey everyone, welcome back to the AI in Testing series. Now, if you missed our first episode, we talked about how AI is reshaping the future of the testing industry. Today, we are going to discuss about AI tool which is making serious waves in the AI industry, and that is the Microsoft Copilot. Now, whether you are writing test cases or analyzing some data or just trying to survive your mailbox, well, a Copilot could be your new best friend. So grab your coffee and let's unlock the power of Copilot for testers. So what exactly is Copilot? Well, Copilot is Microsoft's AI-powered assistant, and it is integrated into most of the Microsoft apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and even Teams. Now, it's designed to help you work smarter by generating the content which you need or summarizing some information either from the web pages or from your documents, or even analyzing the data which you have in all the Excel sheets or in your Outlook or PowerPoint. All of this is based on your own work context. So you can think Copilot as the Chat GPT version, which is present in your system, but it is looking into different sources of your data, which is Microsoft based. Now, all of this is behind the enterprise grade security and compliance, which is provided by Microsoft. Now, for testers, this means faster documentation, smarter analysis, and less time spent on repetitive tasks. And yes, it can help you write test cases, but more on that later on. Now let's talk about the setup. Now for Microsoft Copilot, you can use the Microsoft 365 subscription, which comes with all the different apps, and then you will also get the Copilot. This is the best way to use Copilot and all of its features. You have to sign in with the Microsoft Entra ID, and it works with the latest versions of the Microsoft apps. So get it updated. For full functionality, you can also enable OneDrive, Loop, and Whiteboard. These are some of the apps provided by Microsoft. Now, once you are in and you are using Copilot, it is very simple to use a prompt or type a prompt. Simply like generating a test summary for this bug report or analyzing the Excel sheet for regression trends or draft a follow-up email to the QA team, right? So these are some very simple prompts, but we'll see it in action when we go into the Microsoft Copilot. You can also access Copilot from the browser itself, which is the Edge browser provided by Microsoft. You can also use this Copilot chat for cross-app experience. Here you can ask questions, brainstorm, and retrieve information from multiple sources at once. It is like having a QA manager, a data scientist, or a tester all in one chat window.
Now let's see how we can set up a Copilot or access Copilot in a Microsoft Windows PC. So in every Windows, as you know, Edge is the default browser. So I've opened the Edge browser here. And if you're on the latest version, well, you can access Copilot directly on the Edge browser. So you can see here, you can open the Copilot from here in the search window, or there is a small add-in on the right-hand side called Copilot. You can also use the shortcuts. Once you click on it, it will open a chat window on the right-hand side. Here you can see this is the Copilot, and here you can chat with the Copilot AI tool. So here you can start a new chat. You can also refresh the previous chat. There are more options. You can learn about this feature. You can go into settings. Also, we have got two different options here, which is the quick response, which takes a couple of seconds. And then we have got the think deeper, which might be for more complex tasks, right? So if you take this, it will take around some more time compared to the quick response. Then we can also attach or upload files here. As you can see, we can add tabs here. We can even talk to Copilot using this microphone sign. So instead of typing, you can just talk to it. You can have that conversation like an actual AI agent talking to you. Now here we can just type in what is Copilot. And then it will start providing you all the different information. And the one thing I like about Copilot is not only it gives you with the relevant content, but you can obviously regenerate it, and you can also share this message and prompt, right? But it also gives you more prompts using which you can refine this content further or improve it, right? So it is telling, basically asking, can you explain Copilot's feature in detail? How does Copilot compare with other AI tools? What are some examples of Copilot in use, right? So these are some of the questions which might come to me or somebody else who is using Copilot. So Copilot is basically predicting what are the other questions which someone will come up with on this particular topic. Now, this is one way of accessing Copilot and this feature. The other way is you can also download this app from the Microsoft Store. So if you go to the Microsoft Store, now here you will notice you will have two different versions. One is the Copilot, it's a generic app, and then you have got the 365. If you have got subscription, then you should be installing this Copilot version so that you can sign in with your M365 subscription. So once the installation is complete, we can go ahead and open it. And then it will be similar kind of window, but then we have got the actual app here, right? It will ask you to sign in using any of your Microsoft account. So I can go ahead and use a M365 subscription, and I'll get all the features here. So here there are some additional features when you compare it with the chat window. Here we have got a lot of pre-built AI prompts, right? Which basically can do a lot of different tasks. Right from common tasks, like you can ask it to tell some jokes or riddles, or you can tell it to summarize the news for today, or you can upload a file and then ask it to list down the key points. And you can even go to the complete gallery, and there are hundreds of AI prompts, right? So depending on the type of task you want to do, you can choose the job type as well, right? So based on your department and based on your industry, you can filter out these prompts. So for example, if I filter out based on information technology, right? So there is collect project feedback. And then if I do based on task, maybe I want to code something, okay? So there are lots of coding prompts right here. So you can write a Python script to perform a binary search or anything, right? So if I do this, it will start writing a Python script. So like this, it can do a lot more. And we are going to talk about it in detail in our next video. But to add more, again, we can upload files from this device. We can attach cloud files. We can chat with an agent, right? And you can interact with all the different apps which are present for Microsoft.
Now let's look under the hood, how Copilot works, right? So Copilot uses the large language models, which is hosted in Microsoft Azure OpenAI service. These models basically are grounded in your work data, like emails, documents, chats, meetings, and this is all done via Microsoft Graph. So here is the complete flow, right? So we write a prompt in the chat window or the AI tool, which is Copilot, and then Copilot refines it using a concept called grounding. So it basically adds context from your files and activity, right? And now it sends the refined prompt to the large language models, and then the response is post-processed with security compliance and responsible AI checks. So all of this is done in just a few seconds when you are interacting with the AI tool. And don't worry, Copilot only accesses data which you have permission to see. It doesn't go behind your back and look at data which you don't have permission to look. Now let's look at the four different components which make the Copilot tick. So we have got components like the large language models, Well, these are the brains behind the Copilot. They understand the natural language, which is nothing but the prompts which you write, and then they generate human-like responses. Then we have got the natural language processing, which is also known as NLP. Now, this helps Copilot interpret your prompts, analyze the tone, and even detect the sentiments. Then we have got the apps. So this is the home of Copilot, where it lives and breathes. So the apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, Loop, and many more apps which are provided by Microsoft. Then we have got the Copilot chat. This is the cross-app command center for brainstorming, summarizing, and searching. So together, these components create a seamless and intelligent experience that adapts to your specific workflow. So now for the juicy part, how Copilot can help the testers, right? So these are some specific examples, but there is a lot more usage which you can do with the Copilot. So first, test case generation. Well, Copilot can draft test cases based on your user story or requirements. It's basically some text which you are providing in the form of a document or just text, right? So you can just say in a prompt like generate test cases for login functionality with edge cases or with negative test cases, right? So you can provide as much information as you want based on your requirements. Then the data analysis, well, in Excel, especially, Copilot can identify trends, create charts, and even suggest regression hotspots where you can find a lot of issues, right? Then bug report summarization, well, you can paste a bug report and ask Copilot to summarize it. Well, it can do it in a few seconds. Um, then we have got some generic tasks like documentation, email drafting, or just contextual awareness, right? So Copilot can understand your project context, and then it can tailor its responses to your current sprint or backlog or your test suite. So all of this is not just automation, it's augmentation, which means now you can use the AI tool to do all this repetitive task in a matter of few seconds, and you don't need to spend time on this, right? You just need to provide the context to the AI tool and it will do the rest. So coming up in our next episode, we'll talk about the Copilot use cases in real time. So we will see how we can generate the test cases. We'll see if we can create a test plan, or we can see how we can analyze the requirements or bugs. And then we'll also see how we can actually do some scripting using different languages to automate our test cases. So all of this in the coming up episode and more. So there you have it. Copilot is not just a productivity tool, it's a game changer, especially for testers. So if you're ready to level up your testing workflow, Copilot is your Copilot, right? Now, if you think that you have learned something new, then hit that like button. Also, do subscribe to our channel if you want to watch the next episode in our AI for Tester series. Also, I would like to hear from you. So drop in a comment on how you will use Copilot in your testing workflow or any other task which you want to make it more efficient or make it more faster or easier. So thanks for watching and remember, test smarter, not harder.